Okay. The winning move is fairly obvious. And that is, what's he trying to do to me? Well, I'd like to checkmate him. I can't do that. But, because if I play queen takes g2, he plays queen takes g2, winning. However, I can't take this knight either. Queen's guarding it. So I can do both. I can make a double attack, and it's really bizarre. It's two single attacks. If I'm bishop attacking knight, I break the communications. This is what I call an interception move. I cut off the contact between the defensive queen. He can't trade queens or force a check or any other kind of, valuable intermediate move. Knight checks, queen takes free knight, knight takes pawn check, king attacks knight. Once again, he's smoked. What? This is just winning. You say no? Oh, because it's a checkmate. Okay, queen takes knight does win a knight, but you're only even. Hastily, I played the wrong move. All right. Question is, we have obvious moves. Queen f7 check. He'd go king to h8, only move. Queen h7 check. King to f8, only move. If he does that, I could play knight e6, but he would just play rook takes knight, saving his king. So queen h7 check, king f8, queen h8 check, king e7, only move. We can play a check here, which he puts him in trouble. Or we could play queen takes g7 check, which puts him in trouble. He's got king d6. I could play queen to f6 here, or queen checks king to d8. That's losing for him. Clearly, I could just play knight checks. And he's getting smoked, in my opinion. Queen f7, king h8. I don't have a follow-up move that's killer. I can't play knight g6 check or knight f7 check. Technically, he's also threatening pawn takes knight. What's he trying to do to me? So as soon as I stop checking him, he's going to play pawn takes free knight, and it's game over. So check, king to here. Oh, I could play knight h... No. Queen checks. I can't play knight h7. My queen is there. Queen h7 check. King f8. Queen h8 check. King here. Queen checks. King d6 looks awfully dangerous. But again, check here. Rook checks. King could go to d7. Checks again. He's in super danger. Now the question is, it was clear that queen f7 was not working. So what I did here, delay the decision. Again, this is not taught in books. The thing is here, I'm using logic. I realize that queen h7 check is the right move, but it's more difficult with these moves not being played. Let's play them on the board and condense the combination that we have to visualize. So I'm visualizing a shorter combination because I took a queen move, a king move, and now I have a choice of saying, well, queen takes pawn check. Yeah, he's got trouble. Queen takes pawn check. If he goes king to d6, I've got knight f7 check. King here. This just looks awful for him. Rook checks. He's got king d6 or king to d7. King d7 probably is terrible. Rook checks, king d7, queen checks. He's just getting annihilated here. We got a queen check here, king c5, queen c6. He can't go. This is the crusher. The rook check is potentially good, but the problem he has is that he just can't go. If he goes to d8, knight checks, king to the 7th rank, and then I get to hit him with a double check or, whatever discovery. It's just, you're dead, dude. Okay, now this one could be just a straight counting. We have, we don't have an obvious square of the pawn to calculate. We don't have an obvious outside passed pawn to calculate. We don't have a Zugzwang necessarily to calculate. It looks like the winning idea right now, the obvious winning idea. Let's just go, this is the brute force technique. Let's look at the most obvious winning idea, and that is king 2, g6, h5, h4 takes, and king g3. White can never take this f pawn. It's guarded by the g pawn. So this is how you solve this. Instead of calculating this, I go here, he goes there. I go this one, he goes. That's the whole idea is what is known as the KISS principle. And that is keep it simple, stupid. All right. So let's make it simple. The simplest, instead of going king g6, king e5, or king d5, king h5, king e5. Don't do that. Count it. 1, 2, 3, 4, and we take. So he's going to go 1, 2. It doesn't matter how he gets there. 3. We take, he takes. And then we play king to g3, and he's in Zugzwang. He cannot defend his pawn, and he can attack our pawn with king to f5, but we're just going to go king takes free pawn, and it's over. King will go to e3, f3, etc. So we win with 1, 2, 3, 4, and on his 1, 2, 3, 4, he captures, he captures on move 4. Move 5, crushing, king g3. He's got no response. He's attacking our pawn, but we're defending it. And when he moves king to f5, the best move, king takes free pawn, it's game over. So instead of going king g6, king d5, king h5, king e5, king h4, king f5, king takes, it's just simple counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, and capture on 1, 2, 3, and capture on 4. He goes 1, 2, 3, captures on 4, and king g3 wins. Game over. Well, that's also interesting, but inferior. You don't even have to calculate this. It's an obvious win. You lose. Now, to be honest, if you want to be technically correct, the best kind of correct, you have to calculate this version as well. I've been playing chess a long time, and the longer you play, the greater your spidey senses will become. My spidey senses told me that this is the brute force way was such a devastating win that he was going to be short of moves, and it's true. But to be honest, the best way would have been to actually go back and calculate this other concept. Let's look at this. Okay. 1, 2, 3, and capture. 1, 2, 3. You can't capture. It's so obviously losing. All right. This is obviously losing. He can't defend his H pawn. And once the H pawn falls, it's over. There's nothing he could do here. I didn't technically calculate it. I'm going to be honest. I didn't have to. That's the key. All right? So, Jack Podarowski. Easy win. It's only easy because I've done all the homework. Okay, now, this is a very good lesson. It's a classic. What's the obvious move? What can we do? What assets do we have? All right? We got a knight. We got a knight on here from black, attacked by the bishop. Well, I could play queen to c2, double attacking this knight. He's going to have to move it, and I'll just take this pawn with check, right? Because I'm double attacking this pawn by x-ray. That's not really good enough. Queen c2, instead of moving, he could actually play knight f6, which is a perfectly fine move. He can also play f5. And if you take it, he takes with the f pawn. And he's in good shape. He's got a bind on your squares. Okay, I don't like this. This is wrong. Okay, but here's a question. So strategic blunder, maybe not blunder, an inferior move because we have a better move. at the very least. Queen c2 is okay. We have a better move. The better move is, what if this queen is gone? I don't know. Let's say it's over here. Well, bishop takes free knight, obviously. This is what I call the fantasy analysis. So we look at, well, can we make this queen move away from guarding this knight? Well, the answer is not exactly, but close. It's actually a two-part question. There's a yes and a no. The yes part, we obviously win. All right? The no part is, well, I've already seen and calculated what this is. It's very easy. But you have to see the idea first. If you don't see the idea, you can look at this for 20 minutes and you're not going to go, I don't see it, man. The deal is the queen guards a knight. If we attack this queen, he's going to go queen to f5. It's still guarding the knight. However, c4. The queen has to move. If he goes anywhere except f5, he loses. Bishop takes free knight. So queen f5, the only good move. If I play, I have a possibility of playing g4, attacking his queen. All right? However, there's a problem with that move because my knight now becomes loose and I can't play queen to c2. He'd play queen takes knight. So c4, queen f5. I can play simply queen to c2 now, and he's got a problem. He no longer has f5 defending this knight. The queen is sitting on f5. So now my double attack of queen c2 is a double skewer of knight pinned to the queen. So c4, queen f5, bishop to c2, queen to c2, devastating. What are you going to do now, Bobby Fischer, is what my dad would say. If he plays knight takes bishop, bishop takes queen, knight takes knight check, pawn takes here. So he's going to get knight and bishop for knight and queen. He's losing. So the move looks to be c4. Now, as a master in tournament face, what does he have? Does he have anything else? c4. Can he go anywhere else that doesn't lose? Well, he can't go to a5. He doesn't have any counterattacks. He can't go to g5, hitting g2. I'd just take his queen. The answer is no. He's got nothing. It's forced. We saw this move. Have confidence in yourself and always look at this like, look, my idea was this. I'm going to play queen c2. If there's a mistake, show it to me, and I'm going to get stronger as a result. If it's not a mistake, that shows you that I got this correct. Yeah, that loses. Now, with more experience, I'm telling you bishop takes queen is just absolutely winning. But there's no harm in saying, well, let's look and see. Do I want to play knight takes knight? You don't, because you're not winning anything. And it's game over. It never hurts to look. Looking is free. All right? My dad would have liked that one for sure. Okay. He pawn forked us. My dad hated pawn forks. Hated them. Now, we have a couple of moves here. We have queen to f3, which is just loses, pawn takes rook. We have rook takes bishop, king takes, then queen can move, checking on f3 probably. Reducing your losses. We also have bishop to h6 check. Well, since moving the queen away, pawn takes rook, loses outright. That's terrible, you're losing. Rook takes bishop, we're losing material. King takes, queen checks, and he's got an exchange up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 pawns. His position is a little but he's probably safe. He'll survive this. It's not really a difficult position to survive. Knight f6 and just castle, king g7, whatever. So we're obviously forced to looking at bishop h6 check. Okay, Bobby Fischer, what are you going to do? Well, he's got problems. The problem is if he goes his king to the e-file, we can move either rook checks or queen checks on the e-file and just removing our forces from, the spaghetti of his defense. Bishop checks, he could play knight takes. Queen takes check, getting out of the pawn fork. And now he's really in trouble. He's going to go to the e-file. And we're going to hit him with rook to e5 check. If he goes If it's like bishop checks, knight takes, queen takes check, king e7, rook e5 check, king f6 just loses, right? As he just loses to, I want to say it's just losing to queen f4 check, maybe. Or, oh yeah, king f6. Oh, king f6 loses knight e4 check. I think that's correct. Maybe not. This is clearly the move that gives you the best chances. It doesn't require Bobby Fischer to play this move, which is good because I'm not him. He's dead. So right now I'm better than Bobby Fischer because he's dead. Oh, I forgot to mention this pawn is attacking your knight. Okay. What are you going to do now, Bobby Fischer? The answer is... good question. Well, again... Do I have a counter threat? There's a counter threat. The counter threat, rook takes bishop, king takes rook, he's surviving. The counter threat that I see is knight to e4. Well, he's just going to take your rook, stupid. Is he? Really? Pawn takes rook? Don't I have knight f6 check? Oh, that's a checkmate, except it cost him his queen. Because notice that my queen is guarding f6 if he takes the rook. So knight e4 double exclamation. Pawn takes rook double question mark. Knight f6 check. Queen takes knight forced. Queen takes queen. And we have queen and rook against two rooks. It's over. He took it. Game over, Sonny. He's going to take your rook. Oh, really? You think? Well, how did it work out for him? That's all I have to say. So the key thing here, we anticipated every move that Black played and won easily because it was calm and under control. In a tournament, there's a lot of this going on, oh my God, I'm in trouble. You have to deal with the, here. Here it's like, what am I going to do? And so you deal with it. Okay, wait a second. Bishop checks. We come to that conclusion fairly quickly. Bishop checks, knight takes, queen takes, king g8. And then finding knight to e4, he's in major league trouble. Because knight f6 check is coming whether he takes the rook or not. It's going to cost him his queen either way. So that's fine.